What's this? Armed robbery.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Then you are out like snow in the spring. I just want your time. I just want your time, oh, time.
Hey guys, what's up? My name is Tima and I'm back with a new video, and I apologize for my fridge because it's going to be on for most of this video. I can't control it. I can only set this studio up downstairs, so that's what we're going to be dealing with for today. It is like 2:30, which pretty much means like 5 o'clock. Well, it feels like that to me after daylight savings. I don't know what happened, but like I'm just feeling tired at around like 6 or 7 p.m. and I'm usually in bed by then, which is really funny. Like I feel like a grandma recently, and I don't know how to feel about that, but yeah. Also, this video is not sponsored. I'm just gonna be trying on a bunch of makeup PR that I've gotten sent for the past like couple of weeks or so. So I don't know if y'all are really into astrology and stuff, but I definitely am, and I have been more over the past year or so. So my communication sign, which is Mercury, is Aries. So I feel like sometimes I try to tone down how I speak because I feel like it kind of turns people off, which I definitely think that could also be all in my head. Yeah, let me just get started while I'm talking. Yeah, I'm gonna use the Hydro Grip Primer because my face has been really dry in the winter lately, or I guess in fall. It's been acting really off and I don't like that, which is why I have this stupid pimple on my face. I don't know why I have acne right now. Like there's no reason. My period isn't around. So like, I don't know, but this makes my face feel so nice, and it makes the foundation just like stay on, just like cling to it. Yeah, so I don't know if that turns people off, but for some reason in my head I have like literally just how I express myself when it comes to my communication sign. Like I sometimes speak a little bit forcefully, and it's nothing to be offended by. It's just like that's just how I speak, and I get really passionate when I'm speaking about stuff, and that's just naturally how I am. Like when I tone that down, I stutter so much, but like if I'm feeling like myself and just like normal, I won't have that issue. But yeah, it's just mind-boggling to me how I can psych myself out sometimes with that, and I don't really mean to. What's this? Armed robbery.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Like a mile away. Ew. Y'all have a Citizen app where you just like get these notifications? Let me tell you, this past month, there's been so many robberies, like everywhere. Like if I'm traveling somewhere, if I'm going somewhere, I just like get a notification like on my phone and stuff that there's break-ins. I might do like an astrology video or something in the future so y'all can like know more about me and stuff. But my moon sign's a Libra, my sun sign's an Aries, and then my rising is a Leo. So M Cosmetics, I'm gonna be using their cushion, which I used in my last video, which you guys liked. That's why I'm honestly doing this whole setup today, is because I think that you guys like those types of videos from me where I just like sit down and talk. Yeah, this is the shade in Warm Dusk that I'm gonna be using for today. I have been honestly into more lighter coverage. Yeah, I just don't wanna put anything heavy on my skin right now because I think I'm at a point where it's winter and my skin is not liking anything on it. And that's why I haven't made a video in the past week or so, because my skin's been going through it. But I think it's getting back to normal slowly. Like it has to readjust to the fall weather, I think, before it calms down. But like my skin loves heat. It loves the summertime. Yeah, anyways, as I was saying, my skin loves the summertime. I think it's just glowy, and my pores seem to be a lot smaller. And I know like people say, oh, like the cooler weather makes your pores smaller, but honestly my pores have been enlarged recently, and I've just been doing like way less steps to my skincare. Obviously I've been keeping it super hydrated. Like that's what I've been like changing up as far as my skincare routine and stuff. I'm still using Astrology. I'm still using the Smackney products like for acne spots, which I have a Smackney video coming up. Lately I've just been on like autopilot when it comes to making content. Like I feel like the opportunities have been really rolling in lately, and that's really cool and stuff, but I think deep down I just psych myself out, and I just sometimes block my blessings. I'm not saying it's always the case, but it has been more so this year, and I think it's just because of everything that we're all going through. I don't think it's anything in particular as far as having to do with things going wrong in my life or me feeling bad, but just the energy is kind of off for me, so that's why I've been doing that. And normally I'm on top of my stuff, like, but this year I just don't feel like I'm there. Y'all, I don't know where I put my beauty blender. I feel like I was really good before at just getting a bunch of stuff done during the week, and like now I've limited my projects to maybe like 1 or 2 projects a week, and I would do way more before. Like, I already know I would be killing it right now if I was feeling 100%. Like, I know that I would probably be doing TikTok videos. I wanna more so go in the fashion related section and less so makeup, because I feel like I can just do the fashion really easy. I love fashion, especially as of lately. My whole wardrobe has changed. It's been really hard to even want to dress up and go out, obviously, because I don't really go out that much at all. And if I do, it's mostly thrifting. And the cool thing about thrifting is like no one's really in the thrift shops. People are mostly in the mall right now, and they're mostly shopping at the regular stores. But if you want to like still kind of shop where no one's around, definitely go to thrift shops. Wash your clothes, like after you buy them, please wash them.
The washing machine's gone crazy! Mom!
But yeah, if you are in the mood to thrift or go shopping and you just haven't in a while, do it. And I would obviously go with caution, make sure like there's not a lot of people in the store and stuff. Like if I walk into a store and I see that it's crowded, I walk right back out. I just don't go, I go to a different store. The other day, Kevin had to get his car fixed or get an oil change, and me and him stopped at the mall to use the restroom because I really had to go pee, and the mall was so crowded. I think there were at least 20 people standing in line out of each store. And when I tell you, as I'm walking through the mall, like there's just so many people walking through it. No one's standing 6 feet apart. Everyone's just walking into each other like normal. Like when I walked into the mall, it felt like 2018. And that was scary. I'm like, no one here cares. Like I was terrified. We walked right back out. As soon as we saw all of the mess, we just walked out because we couldn't deal with it. Yeah, it was just a really scary experience. Not today. I'm using the Laura Mercier translucent honey powder. This is their newer version. I'm not sure if I showed you guys this yet, but I'm always using it in my videos. But yeah, it's really, really good. I'm just gonna use like a little sponge to set underneath my eyes. Speaking of like a bunch of people and basically everybody getting sick recently and us going into lockdown starting tomorrow, there's gonna be like new restrictions for LA County, which is great because it needs to happen. And other states aren't doing lockdown. Like I know Texas, which is my home state, the governor there says there's not gonna be any more lockdowns, like at all. And it's getting really bad there. Like cases are rising every single day like it is here. I get people are probably in this like state of mind where they feel like they won't be able to ever travel again. So they're trying to get it all in right now, or they feel like, okay, I see what I was missing from before, so I need to see people now because everyone's getting kind of anxious. But it's the holidays and it's literally the worst time to travel at this point. So I would advise you guys against doing that if you can avoid it. It's just not safe. Oh yeah, I'm using the Laura Mercier translucent powder in medium deep for the rest of my face. So the crowds don't really surprise me. I'm literally going to avoid Walmart at all costs. For some reason, Target has not been crowded at all, but Walmart, places like that, and Trader Joe's have been so crowded. I've just been avoiding those places for the most part unless I really need to go. If you feel like going to the mall in the future, just go right when it opens. I even go like 30 minutes before and I just wait so I can just not see anyone. Like I posted a video of me going into H&M Home. I'm telling you, the mall was pretty much empty. Like there's probably 1 or 2 people in that mall that morning. Like I know people are scrambling right now, guys, but it's just best to avoid the crowds. There's really no point. You can also go shopping online. Like that's really a good idea. This is a new Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. My face just feels kind of dry. I don't know, guys. I have oily skin, but my face has been feeling so dry lately. It just feels like people don't want to sit out this holiday. And I've seen arguments on Twitter where people have just been like, okay, well, if the lockdown didn't work the first time, it's not gonna work this time. And I'm just like, yeah, we have to just keep doing it so that it does eventually work until we get a vaccine. And like, people trying to rush this vaccine, it's not, like people have already died, guys, from like the trials and stuff. So for contouring today, I'm obviously gonna use the Fenty Beauty Truffle matchsticks plus my new Kaleidos Makeup Charisma contour palette. This is in the Warm and Deep palette. They have only 2 of them, I think, but these are what the shades look like. And I love this palette so much. It's super soft and like it blends really well too. I don't know what people are doing right now. And it's not a political thing to want to stay safe and keep other people safe and not die. Like, I don't know. The people though that are just doing the most, I understand like not everyone means harm, but like I think if you're endangering others, you're being pretty ridiculous if you're just doing it just because you want to. But the thing is, it's just like there should be bans on leaving during the holidays. I don't understand, like it's kind of weird to me and a little bit sus that they're not actually banning people from traveling. I understand like there are special circumstances with that, but I just feel like to make it easier, you guys should just, you know, not just advise against it, but ban it, because people aren't going to listen. They want to see their families, and I get it. It's a huge thing for the holidays. Like for some people, you know, they have grandparents that they want to see. There goes my fridge. Like going on planes, I don't know, like that's just, I don't know. I know it's just been rough for everyone this year, so I kind of low-key get it, but at the same time, we're not going to enjoy next year, guys. My highlighting powder, or not really highlight, but just to brighten up underneath my eyes and stuff, and around my nose. There we go. Love this stuff. This is drugstore actually. This is the Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage 16-hour powder foundation. I have this in the shade 332 Golden Caramel. Accentuate your contour that you just did. This is really good stuff, and it's very cheap. I think it's like what, $9 or something. Oh yeah, okay, increased violence right now. People are just angry in general and they're willing to look for a fight, and I personally don't want to get into any fights. I'm usually pretty hot-headed when it comes to people being rude and stuff, but I've been having to hold back lately. You just don't know if they're going to fight back or if they're gonna have a weapon on them or anything. It's just best to be safe as possible right now. So that's how I've been kind of viewing things. I don't want to escalate any situations where I'm gonna get hurt or anything, because just, you know, people are crazy. And even when that whole thing started with like the Black Lives Matter and stuff, and that lady like yelled in my face and she's like F you for no reason the next day that happened, and she obviously she was angry from what happened like with the riots and stuff, but like it was a lot, and I just know the energy is still out there. It hasn't gone away, like, you know. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Raw Beauty Christie X ColourPop palette. This is a collaboration that they just did, and I just got the palette the other day. Moonbeam Cream Shadow, just all over my lid. First, this is what it looks like, and it's really good for darker skin tones if you don't want anything that's gonna be like too light on your lid. Like I like stuff that matches my skin tone for my base. Yeah, I'm gonna go in with maybe Rainier first and just kind of go in on the outer corner. I'm gonna most likely use this as just like a base shade, because I normally go for this shade anyway, but I'm gonna definitely do a different look for today. Don't worry guys, I'm gonna do something different. But as I was saying before, we should not be making this whole virus thing political by any means. It's not political. There are just some selfish people that want to do what they want to do, and I know I get people's mental health is going crazy, but a lot of us are seeing the bigger picture here, and I personally know people that have gotten sick and it's a real thing, so that's why I'm just like, I'm not looking into conspiracies as far as it being fake. Just be aware guys, because even if you do all the right things, you can still get sick, in my opinion. That's how I feel. Manita, don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's this purple shade. I'm not the best person to do eyeshadow and stuff, but I like doing it anyway. And I have a lot of lid space, apparently y'all have told me, so I'm trying to do more fun looks here. I'm thinking about doing purple and gold for today because I think that's gonna look really cute. Speaking of like the whole lockdown thing, I know, and I don't know if this is actually going to happen, but I know that Joe Biden was talking about having like a 6-week lockdown whenever he gets in office. And I Like, I personally want that. Like, I think that we should have been going into lockdown at the beginning of when this started, like an actual lockdown, but that didn't really happen. There was just more so advisories. And I know people are going crazy, they want to get stuff done, they need to do things, but y'all, if we want to go back to even anything close to normal, we have to do what we have to do. Like, there's no other way around it. Like, why are there other countries and stuff doing way better and they're able to get back into doing normal things again? It's just like they obviously have it more under control. I'm gonna be using the Raw Beauty Christie Super Shock Shadow in Campfire over my lids. I feel like this will be really cute. This is what it looks like. It's a bronzy gold shade. I'm just gonna dip my finger in it and like put it over my lid. Okay, so hands down, it's like very metallic. I like this. And it really goes well over that shadow that I just used in the center of my lid. Shadow called Like a Moss from the same collection. I'm gonna put this more so in the center of my lid just for a little bit more depth. I don't know how this is gonna look. It looks okay actually, it doesn't look that bad. As long as I'm blending it with my finger. Gonna use a little bit of the darker shade and Let It Rain, just for more definition. That out with the brush that I just used for the purple, just so it blends out better. I need a bigger mirror for this. But yeah, he is going to jail.
Going to jail! Period!
The list of that stuff that man has done and gotten away with it, I feel like there's still some votes to go, but obviously he's not gonna win. And people are really butthurt. And I don't like how this drags on, in my opinion. Like, this has been dragging on for way too long. And just, yeah. But yeah, I guess, you know, I don't have to say much more about that, but y'all just know he's crazy. I've been chilling. I've just been like watching a ton of Netflix dramas while I'm not working on stuff. And that's been saving my soul. Finished the Netflix Christmas series, Dash and Lily. It was really cute, I liked it. It's just a cute little Christmas drama, honestly, to pass the time. And it was just something that I needed, and Netflix was nice enough to even send me a freaking PR package. They just added me to their PR list, which is honestly out of this world. I don't know why these big brands are reaching out to me right now, because I don't. Sometimes I feel like I don't deserve it, which is kind of weird. Like, I've been feeling that way about myself, and I'm like, okay, why? But I also don't want to question anything and just kind of go with it, and just continue to work hard. This year I really want, or next year, I really want to make it to 100K on my channel on YouTube here. And the only way that I can do that is just to continue to work hard and just believe in you guys and have you guys believe in me. And hopefully that you guys will continue to enjoy my content that I put out. I just want cool things to happen, and the great thing is that they already have started happening. I will be signing with an agency pretty soon, which is cool, and my manager's going to be Black, and she's so awesome. And I've obviously known her for a while now, and yeah, I think that it's gonna be a really cool partnership. I'm really excited, but I'll give you guys more details on that probably at a later time. But I was already kind of getting a bit bogged down with my own emails and stuff and keeping track of stuff, so it will be great to have someone else be on top of me with that. I'm also using my liner. This is from Morphe. This will be my first time ever having a manager. I didn't think it would happen so soon. I felt like it would happen after like I reach 100K or something on YouTube and stuff. Like, they usually give you a manager around that time, but it's just really nice. I modeled some stuff on my page with Fashion Nova recently. They sent me some stuff. That was really cool and fun. You guys liked it a lot. Yeah, I just feel like this is the year that I just really want to just continue to grow on here with you guys, and I want to find the content that you guys like the most, which I think for the most part you guys have liked my talking videos, which is kind of weird because I sometimes hate talking. Yeah, oh yeah, this is the Fenty Beauty lipstick in Shoddy. I hate all these airplanes, yo. This is a vegan It has a vegan lip oil. I got it in the Ipsy box, or the Ipsy bag that I got for November. And I love this stuff. My Black Radiance blush. It's just a Wet n Wild brush that I have in my arsenal. Oh my god, the lip gloss smells so good. Like, it smells really nice. I love when lip glosses smell good. Basically, also Wet n Wild sent me their new Halo or Hello Halo blush lighters. So I'm gonna use one of these. Yeah, let's go for this one. This one's in Flash Me. And so I'm not gonna use a blush because I feel like the blush looks a little bit too light still for what I wanna go for. I normally don't use pink blushes. They're cute, but I think I normally go for either peachy tones or something more brown, or I just go for red. Any one of those is usually fine for me. Yeah, the opportunities coming my way have been more of a sign for me to just buckle up and just not be an autopilot anymore like I have been this whole quarantine. And it's kind of scary because I know how hard I'm gonna have to work basically every day, and I'm ready for it. Like, I wanna start eating healthier again, which I already have started doing. I want to still focus on my skincare, take care of myself, make sure that my mental health is still good. It's not only gonna be me working for myself anymore, it's gonna be other people working with me to make sure that I'm like keeping track of everything and that I am growing. And yeah, there's a bit more pressure there, but this is the push that I needed. But I don't think that I knew it was gonna come this soon. Yeah, it's time to honestly just get started on stuff. So let's see how this already looks really nice for the Wet n Wild one. Ooh, yeah, this is beautiful. This is really nice, wow. It's so weird how this reminds me of my NARS highlighter. It's like the really soft one that I always use, but I almost like this a little bit better. The NARS highlighter I've had for forever now, so. Just thank you guys for always keeping up with my videos, especially during this quarantine and stuff. I don't know why, but y'all have been liking my stuff lately, and also just me giving my opinion on certain subjects. Sometimes I just feel like a bit scared to give my opinion because I don't know how people are gonna actually take it, but for the most part, it's been really nice. I am very grateful for you guys for keeping up with my stuff. I think one of the main things that I talked about with the agency that I want to do up for my channel is to invest more into my content and obviously like work with brands that I really, really love. Like, that's one of my main goals, is to do stuff like that. I also just want to sponsor my own content, like buy my own stuff more and just like review stuff for you guys. Like, for example, I want to do a Cooting, which is like a Korean brand. I want to do like a whole Cooting video where like I spend like $300 to $500. I'm gonna end up doing it really soon anyway, but like stuff like that I want to do more often instead of having to like save up for it and stuff. I definitely want to give that a try because I just want to try some of their fashion on size 8, which is my clothing size. I'm gonna be putting on lashes for it today, so I'm gonna just do my mascara first. But yeah, like, you guys used to also like my Korean clothing hauls back in the day, and I used to do those like not often, but like every once in a while I would do stuff like that. I used to really enjoy it, but you have to have the funds for that stuff because some of the sites can be really expensive. Okay, that's enough. Actually, I'll be right back, guys. I'll come back after I put these on. I'm gonna be taking some pictures really soon. For today, I also put on my DeLuna earrings that I've got going on. They're really, really pretty. But yeah, this is my look for this video. I hope that you guys liked what I was talking about as far as just everything that's going on in my life right now and everything that's going on in the world. It's really, it's a lot. I want people that have more of an introverted personality to see that you can get more opportunities, like you can be more successful, especially when it comes to like things in the entertainment realm or in the industry at all, because I know I'm definitely there. I'm not saying I'm completely introverted, but I am saying I do have a lot of introverted qualities about myself, and I'm trying to obviously work with that and just be more social and stuff, especially lately. And I'm really trying to do that, especially this week. I've been honestly replying back to DMs and stuff more often, just like getting back to people way better. I don't think it's not anyone else, it's more so about me, and just like sometimes I do get anxiety like reaching back to people. It's kind of weird how I psych myself out and stuff like that. But anyways, basically I want to in the future show that you guys can also make it the same way. If I ever do experience really crazy growth on this channel, I want to show that anyone with my personality or anyone that had like struggles with talking to people or just talking on camera can also do the same thing. And I know it's hard, but like it's possible. And yeah, I really do want to manifest me finally reaching 100K, really going above and beyond of what I thought I was ever going to do next year, because I just want to see if I can do it. I really want to do really big things soon. So maybe this is a sign of me being ready, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, that's it for me trying out all of these new brands that I got from PR recently. I hope that you guys like this look. It's more of a like purple lavender type of eye makeup look. I'm also gonna put all the products that I used in this video below for you guys. They are affiliate links, or some of them are affiliate links, so I do get paid or I do get commission for them. So just as a heads up, if you want to go ahead and just purchase it yourself without helping me out, that's also very okay. Be sure to go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you like these types of videos from me. Yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Happy holidays. I will talk to you soon. Remember to go ahead and stay safe, and I love you guys. All right, bye.